Hey, what's up there, YouTube? Trying to go live here. Had an issue earlier. Hopefully it'll let me go live. um, I'll wait a few minutes. Had a problem setting it up. See what happens. And by the way, I got it's actually this one, brand new phone. The other one had cracks in the screen, and last night all of a sudden it just got so messed up I had to go get a new phone. I didn't really want to spend the money on it right now, but it is what it is. So, who's that? Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Yeah, I just got a brand new phone today, another one. Had to get rid of the one that had the Josie Wales thing on it. I couldn't even see the screen. I don't have it with me, but it was messed up. I put it in my pocket. It already had little hairline cracks all over it. Next thing I know, last night I couldn't even see the picture. So I had to get another phone and getting ready to do a double live. This is the new phone. Still got all my accounts and everything. I managed to move them over. Pain in the ass, though. Anyway, I don't know if you saw a video I did on Jonah Wales' channel about Richie from Boston. Actually, I assume it's his channel still. Hey, Amir, how you been, dude? Haven't seen you for a little while. Yeah, Richie from Boston has got something called Fan Page channel. He's actually on one of the videos that I saw the other day. And anyway, they're talking about something crashed near Washington, D.C. at 4 o'clock in the morning the other night. Also, I found out something crashed in Indiana and something may have crashed in North Carolina. And they're talking UFOs and all this crap. They showed a video. If you go to, what's this? How you doing? What's your name? Tia? I don't have my glasses. Wait a minute. Let me see if I brought my glasses. Nope. Forgot my glasses. It's pretty hard to read that. Anyway, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Trying to set up a double live stream here. I only got 21% on this, but give me 1 second. Wait a minute. So anyway, yeah, there's something evidently crashed about 4 o'clock in the morning somewhere near Washington, D.C. You're cooked. Yeah. Cooked, that's not a good thing, is it? Huh. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Hang on one moment here. Let me finish setting this up. What's it say? Yes, I was getting ready to say that. Dabu 77's got that out now. Yeah, they can use lethal force if they need to. Just in time for a civil war to break out. See what I'm saying? Tell me this shit ain't planned. They know what they're doing. It's sickening. How you doing? Yep. So, Amir, are you still here? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Wait 1 second. I'm trying to set up a double live stream here. Give me 1 moment. Okay. Let's hope this works. Wait a minute. All right. Wait a second. Sure. Okay, should be all set up. Okay, now we got a double live stream going there. So, who we got on here? What's that? Who is supposed to charge them with? Exactly. Oh, yeah. Shit, yeah. That's a good thing. No. Something heavy duty going over there. We only get what we can get. There's something over there, Amir. Hola, amigo. Yeah, so anyway, no, I know that. Oh, you're talking about between Israel and are you talking about between Israel and Iran? Yeah, Amir's asking me if I know what's going on over there. A little, but yeah, dude, they're hiding everything. I don't know whether you're talking about the same things I already know about. Whatever, it's pretty screwed up. Why are they hiding everything? You know, you got to ask yourself one question. Why the hell are they doing that? We have a right to know what the hell's going on in our world. These people think they're our bosses and they're our leaders. I ain't answering to them scumbags. You know, I answer to one authority. That's God. That's it. Forget all these liars out there. Oh yeah, no, I know about that, Amir. I'm praying for you guys. I don't want to see anybody go through what's about to happen. Anyway, let me say this real quick. I just put another video out a minute ago before I came on here, and it's just speculation. I don't have any proof that this is what happened. A theory, we'll call it. They said that something crashed near Washington, D.C. at 4 o'clock in the morning. A couple people saw it, reported it. Cops were everywhere in Washington, D.C. all of a sudden. Sirens were going off. And then over in North Carolina and Indiana, I hear someone reported seeing something crash. They're all talking about UFOs and whatnot. Somebody saw something streak across the sky, and then they had video of, to me, it might have been like some kind of jet fighter. So what it might have actually been, and this is only speculation, I don't have any proof of this or nothing, just a thought. I don't think it was UFOs anymore or anything. I think it might have been Russia off of the coast of Cuba or somewhere, because that's where their subs are. It could have fired dummy missiles in at us to give us a kind of a warning shot, because things are getting really, really tense between all the nations right now. We're on the verge of nuclear war all around the world, it seems like. So anyway, what I'm saying is they could fire cruise missiles right up the coast and hit us or come within that. Now, the only other thing is maybe we shot it down because it was some kind of jet fighter thing following the one. They showed it in the video. First world countries. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. They're just talking about Project Bluebeam and all this, and they've been telling us about aliens and UFOs. And they're admitting to it. They're doing this for distraction or something, or someone may have actually fired missiles in at us or something, and they don't want to admit to it yet. And maybe there were, like I said, not no warheads on those things. Maybe it was just a scare tactic. Who knows? But something evidently, supposedly crashed last night at 4 o'clock in Washington, D.C., or right in the area near the Beltway. And the other two places I heard a little bit later on, North Carolina and what's the other? Indiana. I don't know much about them, but evidently maybe they're checking out near. Maybe they went near. What's this say? Bill Clinton. Maybe they were near military bases. Anyway, the guy that does Call for an Uprising channel, he's got another channel called Rebel Call. Check him out. He's talking about drones and stuff over America. He's addressing this right now. I think he might be doing a live chat or just finished one up. Go back and check him out if he did. Something's going on. But he says pretty much that it's probably our own government doing something. What's this say over here? Bill Clinton admitted the borders should be closed. Oh, what's up, Snoopy? That's Red Dawn in the house. How you doing? I was just talking, and by the way, Tam over here on the other channel, she brought up a point. I saw Dabu77 myself a minute before I got on. He was talking about they're now, the DOD or whoever, okayed lethal use our military against us, if needs be ever, in the near future. Just in time if a civil war breaks out, fighting our own troops. That's really screwed up. That was always sitting in the back of their mind. They were waiting to do that, in my opinion. It's been a war on America. Our government is not our friends. I've been saying that a couple weeks ago. Look what they're doing. FEMA wouldn't let people go in and search for their family members and stuff, and all kind of other crap. Maui got burned out. Anybody pay for that? No, they covered that up. All this, the chemicals, explosions in the different factories. What the hell is going on? Why is nobody, taking care of that? What's this say? Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake Roberts, how you doing? I think I seen you kicking around the internet before. I may have talked to you a while back. Maybe on Monograph's channel or something. Let me see. Hang on. Fred Hinkle, how you doing? Exactly, Fred. Yeah, I kind of believe that too. I said it could have been, it's possible still, that maybe Russian subs off of our coast near Cuba or wherever they're hanging out now, because they're all over up and down the East Coast, maybe they firing shots at us because it's getting really intense between Israel and Iran and everything, and they're telling us to back off. Maybe it was dummy warheads. There was no explosives. Maybe it was just a scare tactic. So they just fired rockets and who knows. But meanwhile, it's hard to find anything on this. There's a couple things out there, and there's just enough information to make you keep looking. And I put the video up, and they kept taking down the comment section. I had to keep going back and putting the comment section back there, closing it off. Why? I don't know. So, whole thing's getting kind of crazy. Let me put this back up there. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. So, Amir, how you been other than World War III at your back door? It's pretty scary, dude. Pray, brother. That's all I can say. Whatever's going on over there, God can fix it. He can at least protect you from it. That's all. I mean, what's this say? Yeah, that's true, Tammy. Yep. Yeah, it's for all the marbles. Yeah, we go down, the whole world falls. other countries are looking up to us to stand up to this tyranny, I think. And what's this all-out chaos? Just saw a headline come across. Let me take a quick look. Sorry about that. I went in. There's something going on. Trump was giving a speech. Something's going on. But it was on a video. Hang on. This new phone is hard to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong. Here, wait a minute. It keeps going dark on me. Yeah, I bought a new phone today. The other one went bad on me. Or cracked screen. The news channel are saying Scamella is at about 2%. Yeah, that's bullshit right there. And every poll I've seen, Trump's up by 20. Exactly, dude. There's people lying. Did you support LGBT? No. No. No, why? What's going on with that, dude? Hang on 1 minute. $5G phones are more high tech. Well, that's what this is right now. It's a 5G phone. Hear the helicopters? Can you guys hear that? They're circling my car. Nah, they're gone. Who's that up there? Hey, is that Doctor Who What Where? Is that you? How you been, brother? Good seeing you. A lot of weird things happening on the news, or not on the news, we'll say it. Let me see something here. Shit. Now I got the filters on the bottom here. There you go. Now I can read the comments. But it's probably in black and white. You guys are gonna have to deal with it. It's a new phone. I'm not sure how to work it too well. Is it in black and white? I mean, it looks like to me, when I'm looking at this, it looks like it's black and white. Good, because they're so... you know what? Here's the thing. They're loud and arrogant, Amir. Like, it's ridiculous. Who the hell would even want to talk to them? They go out and they can protest against everything and everybody. But if you take a disagreement to them, all of a sudden you're a hater and this and that. I don't give a shit. Go do that shit elsewhere. But don't, you know... I didn't want to get the next thing you know, somebody's got an attitude with your channel, and you know the rest of it. It's not worth it. YouTube won't. What's it say? Hang on. Good. Okay. Give me 1 second. This is driving me nuts. I can't hardly read this. Black and white. Okay, yeah. I somehow put the filter on. Let me see if I can. Damn, I don't know how to change it back. Shit. It's a little bit of different setup here. Newsom wants to enforce face diapers. Yeah, exactly. You know, that's ridiculous. You got a ton of other issues you got to worry about. He wants you to walk around with a muzzle on your head, on your face. Is that Mixed Media Girl? How you doing? You heard about the military being okay to help execute citizens. I didn't hear about executing citizens. I heard they were allowed to shoot to kill authority for whatever may come up in emergency. Yeah, PooTube channel called Minutes. Yeah, Dabu77 just put something out on it too. I just saw it a little while ago before I hopped on here. Yep. By the way, I let you guys know, Mixed Media Girl and Doctor Who What Where and Red Dawn are on the other channel. And we got on this other channel, Amir and Tammy are over here. I think there's a couple other people floating around in there in the live stream. Let's see. One of them called me uncivilized. Yeah, you know what? That's fucked up. You know, they're allowed to say shit. If you retaliate, all of a sudden it's hate speech. Or they're going out and getting in other people's faces. It's crazy. And you can't do or say anything about it. Get the hell out of here with that craziness. What's that? Snoopy. I lost so much for not wearing a ritual mask. Yep. She does it. Snoopy has actually read Dawn too, by the way. You probably already knew that. Sorry. What else we got on here? Yeah, it's different. This phone, it's a decent phone. I just gotta learn where everything's at on it still a little. What's it say? Newsom legalized. Oh yeah, I saw that. That is crazy shit. That's off the hook crazy. Can't even believe the shit that's going on in this world. Amen. Who's that? Brandon Warren? Absolutely the truth, bro. Speak the truth. You're right. I got my Bible right. Jesus is Lord. You're right. Matter of fact, I think everything else is a moot point and doesn't matter. As long as you know that Jesus is Lord, you're all right. You know? So, Doctor Who, what, where? I guess you heard all the crazy stuff going on. What's it say? What chat has the most subs so I can just to go there? Wait a minute. Not being able to see both live streamed comments. Oh, yeah. Okay, right now I believe you're on the Legends and Tales of Josie Wales channel. The other channel is Preacher Pale Rider. They're over there too. I got chats going on both. You can hop back and forth. And one good thing about doing a double live like this is if the battery goes down, I can charge one and everybody can run over to one of the other ones and hop back and forth. As a matter of fact, again, I started at probably only got about 25 or 30%. So I'll have to charge these up as we're going along here. Because the last couple live chats, oh, there you go. He might, but they're not going to let it stand. They're going to try to block it. Camilla and them already said they're not certifying if he wins, which is horseshit. Pence not stop him from certifying the election until they got at least questioned what was going on. Now it's okay for them to say, no, we're not going to do this. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but Trump pretty much won the case up in New York with Letitia James. Some major money went back into his pocket. She actually was taking like $400 million or something in that lawsuit against that thing against him, but a judge just said nope, it's done. So that's a good thing because it's completely ridiculous, unfair, and unbalanced justice system. I mean, how are you going to go after them for $400 million for what proof? And they just kept tying up the courts with this shit. Half of the stuff that they were saying, they had no proof. And when he tried to bring up anything in court, they were saying they had no standing and stopping them. You know, when about the stealing the vote thing way back in the day, a year or two back, they were blocking them. They wouldn't even. I have to hop back and only. What wants to connect? But you're saying go with one, maybe just one chat. I could do that, and it might be easier on me too. But I'm trying to build two channels. Maybe I'll just alternate. In other words, every other day do the other channel, live stream on the other. That way they're both growing. But yeah, maybe I'll try that because I'm burning out both my batteries before the night. So what's this? Done complaining. Nah, you're giving me feedback. That's a big difference. I'd rather hear, positive feedback or feedback, constructive criticism doesn't hurt me. You'll find out about me. Someone says something, I can listen to them and not take offense to things too quickly. I don't I am, stronger than that. What's it say? There you go. That's cool. Where you from, Brandon? Yeah. Can't seem to. This keeps getting dark on this one, too. Yeah, it's. I enjoy doing the live streams, coming on talking to you guys. It's better than just doing regular videos because there's no instant feedback, and I can let me know things that you're seeing. It's basically sharing information, which is a big no-no in society now. They want you. Stand in a corner, don't say anything, put a mask on, and shut the hell up. Put a muzzle on. They don't want people to know what's going on. And I think that's bullshit. Oh, you said that before, Mixed Media Girl. Yeah. Yep. How do you guys feel about me going forward? Wait a minute, hang on 1 second. I almost when I do live streams, just go with the one channel. Is it easier for you guys? I just like to have the other one around because I'm always running out of battery. Like I said, probably in about 10-15 minutes, one of these phones is going to need to be charged up. I came out here, and again, I didn't get a full charge on the damn thing. But leave a comment down below if you want me to just go with one channel at a time, and I'll just every other day I'll do a live stream on the opposite channel so I can build both of them up. I was just doing double live streams thinking it would be better, but it also got me looking back and forth, and it's probably harder on me this way. Your 2 cents is important to me. I want to make it good for you guys too. I don't want to be in a pain in the ass jumping back and forth. The other day, and I know sometimes you guys get cut off because I'll forget to look at the damn battery and the whole thing will go dead. And I'm wondering, you're like stuck in limbo over there, and I got to hope that you figured out to hop to the other one anyway. So anyway, it was something else I wanted to talk about too, about what's going on right now. I totally don't remember what it was. We were talking there for a couple minutes. I said about the thing that crashed in Washington, D.C., and you only can barely find a little bit about it, So that made me wonder whether I'm right about that. Did someone fire a cruise missile or two across the bow at us? In other words, give us a little bit of scare, but not a live one, one with no warhead in it? Or was it a UFO, like some people are saying, or something else? And there was a comet flying over last night, supposedly, that went by. I don't know if something blew off the tail end of the comet or came down crashing, but I don't know. Yeah, DC, yeah. Right there, that makes it suspicious. Why are they shutting it down? Yeah, it's really crazy. I'm waiting for the day when they come knocking on my door and be like, "No, you ain't doing any more live streams or something." Trying to probably happen soon. Or, who knows? But you know what? Then I'll go pirate radio. I'll go fucking broadcast from 3 miles out at sea, like they used to do in England. Yeah, they'd go out on a boat and have like a radio station out there. It's bullshit. Why aren't you letting the people know what's going on? We live in this world too. It just pisses me off, and they censoring everything. They have very little respect for us human beings. because, like I said the other night, I think they're literally fallen angels, bloodline. There's something evil about the people that run Swirl. Yeah, well, you know what? You don't have to be scared. If you believe in Jesus Christ, you're all right. Don't even worry about it. You know, anything can happen. But you're talking about these UFOs and everything. Put what's that saying? No Jesus, no peace, and then it's spelled no, Know, no Jesus. A lot more intense as time goes by and we get closer to the election. You know, it's going to get crazy. And sorry about the being in black and white on the other channel. I somehow, a filter thing came up and I hit one and now I can't get it off there. I can, but I don't want to erase anything, or every time I pick up the phone, I'm in danger of doing something I don't want to do with the fucking thing. It happened multiple times, and so just bear with it for tonight. I have to get used to everything on that phone. It's pretty close to the other phone, so it won't be that big of a deal. I'll learn it quick. What's this? Exactly. What's not bad, but different? What, my live streams? Or are we saying that about something else? Oh, black. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just explaining that. Why is the other in black and white? Yeah, I don't know. What happened was I picked up the phone and all these filters come across the bottom of the screen under the printing. And somehow my finger hit the damn thing. And it went into that, and I couldn't take it the hell off without. I was afraid it was going to shut the live stream down. So it is what it is. Like I said, pretty soon anyway, I'm going to have to charge one of these phones. So let me see what I got left. Hang on. That's got. This one's got 15%. Let me see. I went running out here to do this thing. I forgot to charge them a little further. And that one's got 20%. All right. So if you go over to the other channel for a minute, I can charge this. Mixed Media Girl. Go over to Preacher Pale Rider. And anybody else is over here. Tammy over here? No. Hop over there for a minute, and what I'll do, I'll get a charge back on this, try to fix filter when everybody's off there, so you can put it back normal, and hang out on the other one. Okay, let me shut this one down. Hang on, there we go. Hey, I'm just picking up more people here. Hop over to the other channel right now. I'm going to shut this one down to charge the phone. The other channel is Preacher Pale Rider. It's my other channel. And I'm going to charge this phone, and we'll do the live stream on the other one. Hang on 1 minute. Okay, this one's charging. And I just turned off the other live stream. I should have left it on and went back into it later, but this way I'll just start a new live stream when it happens. Let me turn that one off for a minute, let it charge. Huh. So, Mixed Media Girl, did you hop over? I hope. Hope she's over there. Who's all on here right now? We got Amir. Brandon, you still here? Any of you guys still here? I know Tammy's there. I saw her make a comment. Doctor Who, what, where? Where'd he go? He might just stop by for a moment. There you go. Yep. Yeah, write the names of my channel down, so you know them. Preacher, Pale Rider. Pale Rider. Preacher was a character from the Pale Rider movie. Clint Eastwood. Just write that down so you know the other name. And the other one is Legends and Tales of Josie Wales. My first channel that got taken down was just Josie Wales. The actual movie originally is called Outlaw Josie Wales. But I just called myself Josie Wales. They stole that channel down, or took it down. And I went and did Legends and Tales of Josie Wales. That's the other one. Now I also got one more backup I haven't used yet. It's called The Revenge of Josie Wales when I take that one down. If they take it down. But anyway, what else I got on here? 2 in chat. Yeah, there's only showing 2. Wonder if everybody Where is Red Dawn at? She's still here? I see Red Dawn, and I thought I saw Doctor Who, what, where roll through here. Amir was here a minute ago. I don't know. Now we got 4 up there, so maybe they're still here. They just ain't saying anything yet. Exactly. Yeah, they keep messing with YouTube. Actually, neither, dude. That's Dr. Pepper. I don't drink Coke and I don't drink Pepsi. You know something? They got aspartame in them, and aspartame turns to, someone told me that aspartame turns into formaldehyde or something very close to it in your body. I don't want any formaldehyde in me until I'm dead and gone. Bird is the word. Exactly. Bird is the word. That's right. Shit's crazy anymore. Everything's all screwed up. Pepsi bought out Coke a few years ago. I didn't know that. I can believe it. Nanotech and Coke. Yep. Look at their deal with Microsoft. Yeah. It tastes like shit, too. I won't even drink it. You know something? Here's the crazy thing. I can't hardly find any Dr. Pepper on the shelves anymore, but the Coke and the Pepsi's barely moving at the Dollar Tree. It's as if they don't like the taste of it, or maybe, I'm telling you, it tastes different now than it did like a couple years ago. He said, drink Coke. But it's disgustingly sweet anyway. So much sugar in there, but now they're putting aspartame in it or something. What's that? Yeah. RC Cola in a glass bottle slot. Yeah. I used to like RC Cola back in the day. Yep. I think it's because they're smaller companies and they didn't bother buying them out so they can put the nanotechnology in and whatever. They figure they get more people going with the head honchos. The Pepsi and Coke were the dominant brands there, but I think they're falling away quick. Yep. PepsiCo. Someone says if you turn the word Pepsi around and turn it upside down, it says is dead. ISDED or something. Is dead or something. I don't know why, but everybody jumped off as soon as I turned this off. Oh, we got 4 people in the comments section, it says. Four people in the chat. Let me see. This is starting to charge. 3 earthquakes in Appalachian Mountains, Long Dead Mountains. Different locations. Okay. Huh. So, something I was going to talk about a minute ago, forgot. Oh, yeah, the whole lethal force thing. Dabu77 put out a video on it. Why all of a sudden they need to allow lethal force? Our government's getting ready to do something shitty here. Because they can't hide the bullshit anymore. More people are waking up. And they're going to have a problem on their hands as it goes on. People aren't going to sit still for all the bullshit that they're going to try to put on us. They'll start trying to enforce, one of these things in your arm and all that bad shit. All them things that, that go along with it. Isolation, putting you in a health camp or something. That's eventually coming down the road. Dude, I am like, you're talking to the wrong person. I am so low tech, it's not funny. I'm like a Neanderthal trying to, figure out a Rubik's Cube when I'm messing around with or something worse. I have no, I'm not good with computers at all or any of this technology shit. I'm an old man, so you're right. There's an easier way than what I was telling you to find the channel, I'm sure of it. Exactly. Well, you'll get about 50 yards out of the house before they bury a bullet in the back of the head when you go to run, probably. Yeah. These are trained soldiers coming. People. It's ridiculous. They should be protecting the people, not hunting them down. Not people aren't rising up. How dare they even suggest doing that? Even if they're saying it's a precaution, the people put up with 4 years of an asshole in there destroying our country and still try to follow the rules and do it the right way and wait it out and get them the hell out of office. They weren't uprising, and there was never a fucking coup. These people are liars, and we're dealing with people that aren't playing the rules at all, Wave called Brown Sound. Yeah. Does that make you shit your pants? The Brown Sound? It's... Yeah. It's, is it low frequency or something that they use almost weaponry? Yeah. They got so much shit they ain't even telling us about, I think it was, I think there was an episode on South Park or something about that. Yeah, that. You'd be running around with diapers on and shit. Yeah, it's getting kind of freaky as it gets closer to this election thing. Yeah. What did he tell you? A lot of them usually, like my dad, he didn't talk about his war experiences too much, but we'd always ask him. He had a ship sunk out from under him, and he was dealing with post-traumatic stress. He saw things that would melt your mind if you saw it. One time, we got him to talk about it a number of times, but it was hard. He didn't want to go too deep into it. One time he said he was running across the deck of a ship that was on fire, and they were trying to put it out and everything, and they're throwing, they had firemen from New York on his ship. They were throwing oil barrels over the side that were caught on fire. He said no sooner did they toss them things, they were blowing up by the time they were hitting the water. He said he'd never seen anybody with so much guts as these New York firemen that were on the ship with him, the merchant marines. Anyway, when he was running across the thing, he had kicked something. It was a head in a helmet. Imagine what that kind of shit does to you. I mean, there's a Stuka diver, German aircraft came down and shooting at him, and must have cut somebody in half or took their head off and lit the deck up, and somehow there was fire on the ship, and they were throwing the oil over the side. But he had told us about stuff like this, and he would stop talking, start breaking down and crying. And when World War II vets went through all that shit, and same with Vietnam vets, they came home, they had no way of purging that out of their system. They were on their own. They were expected to go out and just earn a living and raise your family, and they never really had a chance to recover from the shit they went through, you know? I always felt bad for my dad, you know, what he went through, and quietly soldiered through it, you know? And still remembered vets that were suffering worse than he was. He would go and go to the different, you know, he was in the VFW, senior vice commander. He would go call bingo on the weekends for these guys who were never going to go home. They had legs blown off and whatnot. So he never forgot where, you know, and was thankful he got to go home. Yeah, it was really horrible. Nam was worse for one reason. Vietnam was far worse than World War II, and this is the reason why. According to my brother, who's a Marine from that era, he said in Vietnam, you didn't even have time to process what just happened. They were jumping from village to village via helicopter and slaughtering everybody, hopping back on and going to the next one and to the next one. For days on end, they were, you know, attacking these people and killing, and knowing full well that sometimes you were just killing innocent people, had nothing to do with it. It was just a village, and that would mess your head up. The guilt and everything later on sucks. Tunnels, yep. Yeah, the tunnel rats. They used to go in and clear out tunnels. That would be a hell of a scary thing. Plus, you're over in Vietnam, you're crawling into a tunnel. You know, you might have a flashlight and a pistol or something, and you're crawling through there, and you're liable to run into a cobra or something in that hole, just as easily as an enemy combatant. There's all kind of other shit, or booby traps. Oh, really? Is a tunnel rat? That would have been pretty damn scary. I think there's a clip in Forrest Gump where they go in, he crawls into one of them holes or something. I mean, that shit. And those guys, a lot of were just maybe dumb kids from, you know, were farming a couple months before at home, and, you know, they're not dumb, but, you know, innocent, and they're in there having to kill human beings and shit. Imagine how that would fuck you up, you know? Yeah, village to village. My brother was telling me that. Said you didn't have time to process what you just went through. It was on to the next one. And that's what, I guess they got dissociated from, they couldn't deal with it. So they became numb to this shit. And basically, you're nothing more than a psychotic killer by the end of the war, probably, from that. Having to do that to survive. And then you got to go home, and now all of a sudden you're in a time of peace. They don't know what to do with themselves. And meanwhile, as they got off the plane, they weren't welcomed as heroes. They were spit on. Really wasn't their fault. They were following orders. But you know what? That's the old saying. Like the guards at Auschwitz and shit were like, oh, I was just following orders. Maybe sometimes you got to go with your conscience at the end of the day, because I don't know what else to tell you. It's a fucked up world. That's all I can say. You know something? If they start... Here's the thing. Remember all the talk about all the FEMA camps that were going up around America? I guarantee you there's a shit ton of them still sitting out there, basically abandoned or just minimal staff right now. Why? What the hell did they have to make all kind of FEMA camps in every state? Are they... No, because, for instance, if that's the case, why did they store everybody that was in Katrina down in the Superdome? Hey, what's up? Is that Rooster? How you doing, brother? Why did they put them in a stadium instead of, having camps there? So I don't trust FEMA camps. That's what they're going to act like, when you won't be able to afford rent when they're booting people out because everything's going up and up. And there'll be no jobs. They'll be like, well, the government can help you. You can come live over here in this camp we got set up. Or the 15-minute city. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're heading. They're trying to get us off of our land so they can go grab whatever minerals are in the ground, be it lithium, rare earth minerals, cobalt, steal the land, not pay for it, and then eventually shove you into a 15-minute or a holding pen, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's where we're going with that. Whoa, shit, you did? Damn, dude. That's craziness. Thanks for the hearts, whoever threw them up there, or whatever that was that rolled by there. Appreciate you. Economic Forum and all these guys that were bragging about how they were going to basically, the Agenda 2030 and all this shit, what they were going to do. They're telling us their plans. So if we go along with these people and not tell them to go pound sand when the time comes, then we deserve everything we get. You know what it comes down to? Good and evil. This is a battle between good and evil. It's biblical what's going on right now. People don't even talk about Maui all of a sudden. Not all of a sudden. For about the last year or so. It's kind of brushed off and don't give a shit anymore about it. But why not? I'll tell you why not. Because the powers that be don't want us to remember that shit. They're going to use the same tactics on the next place that they're taking over, and just keep it spinning. Keep us in that news cycle where you don't have time to focus long enough to say, wait a minute, what about this fucking shit? Let's go ask them some questions about this. They're already moved on to another scam, how they're going to take more land off of you and take your rights and your guns and your everything else. Enough's enough with this bullshit. People need to stop them dead in their tracks. Yeah, oh yeah, unemployment too. Keep fighting them, dude. Don't let it fight them. You know what I'm saying? You'll win out the unemployment most likely, but they'll put you through some dog shit to have to get to it. It's ridiculous. You're right, but you know what? There's a lot of people don't. There's a handful of people here and there randomly who are awake enough to see what's going on. And that's why we're all sitting here talking, because everybody else is zombies. We're living in zombie land. They don't seem to frickin' know that the world's burning down around them, and they're just trying to go about their business and not give a shit about anything or anyone. It's almost some kind of selfishness in a way. As long as they got their little world contained and they can live in that, they don't give a shit who else is suffering anywhere or any of that. But if we all pulled together, we probably fix this. I often say this. 9/11 happened. Everybody got together. We were flying the American flag. We're unified. Then now you look at now, and they had us separated and divided and fighting among each other, and black versus white, different races, different different religions and causing all kinds of problems. And then you got you divide and conquer, basically. That's the powers that be doing that to us. Oh, you got your unemployment? They usually do, believe it or not. Usually they know that these frickin' companies pull all kinds of bullshit. You know? It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's, like I said, that's why we're all talking here. You know? You know what I mean? Because you can't wander down the street and just start a conversation with somebody about what you know is going on, because 9 out of 10 people will look at you like you're fucking crazy and run away screaming almost, you know? Or slap some tinfoil on your head, you know? Ah, there you go. Chumbo on, yeah. You know what? That's the way I'm looking at it. In a way, it's like retirement for a little while before they blow the fucking planet up. Get a little rest time in before you before you gotta get down to and fight for survival. Take a couple days off. Catch your second wind. Yeah, yeah, your tinfoil hat's custom. Yep. Okay, I think I got this thing charged. I just heard. Let me see. Where's the battery thing? Not 31% on the other one. Do you guys just want to go with the one phone today? It's a pain in the ass. I mean, it's good to build both my channels up, but every other day, like I said, I think I'm just going to go one live stream and, you know, just rotate them so I can build 2 channels at the same time. What what are you saying? What are you saying exactly to what I was saying, dude? Yeah, I'm gonna just like bit and try to enjoy the few days we may have left before World War III kicks off for real. Yeah. The only thing you might regret is when your unemployment does run out, you won't. You might have been so used to chilling that it might be harder than hell to get back into work. But then again, that probably won't happen because I don't think we're here more than 6 months the way the shit's going. Exactly, Rooster. That same thing happened to me. That's happening across the board in America. They're looking for excuses to get rid of anybody that's been there for a while that they might have to give a raise to and everything. And they're making spots for illegal aliens. What they're doing, they're going to give the okay. If Kamala gets in there, all of a sudden it'll be a push to hire all these illegal aliens. Watch, and we'll all be, you know, on the roadside living in a tent till they sweep us off the street. You know, AI is the next one. You're right. Here's the deal. First thing is, for instance, they're replacing the black vote with South Americans and whoever the refugees happen to be that are coming in here. That's their new voter base, right? And then it's going to be AI. They're going to just get rid of millions of people, and they'll have AI doing all our jobs and shit. Yep. I guess, I don't know how the hell you fight back against that other than boycott the store, but I don't think they even give a shit. Because the powers that be will keep putting money in their pocket to keep this agenda going. Look what happened during COVID. Certain companies were allowed to expand and make record profits, and mom and pop shops fell by the wayside. I'm talking about Walmart. They were allowed to stay open all during COVID and shit. You know? I'll turn off the car so I don't burn out my... Can you guys... wait a minute. Can you guys see me? I gotta save some gas here. I'm gonna burn that damn thing out. Just for a little while. And I don't like leaving the battery run, too, because earlier I went to turn the car on. It didn't start for a second. Freaked me out. I don't need any problems. Okay, cool. Good deal. Let's see what I got on the other one anyway. So, Rooster, I don't know if you heard or saw it before you got on here. I was talking earlier, a couple people mentioned it. There's a report going around at the DOD, I guess it is, Department of Defense, and whoever, I guess the president has to sign off on this, but they're actually given lethal, they're allowed, the military's allowed to use lethal means, what am I saying? I can't talk right now. Lethal, anyway, they're allowed to kill us, basically. I can't think of the word. I'm having a brain freeze there. But, yeah, they're legally allowed to kill us if we don't comply with whatever they're going to throw at us. And I think they're expecting a civil war to happen real soon. And that's what this is really about, because they're going to cheat on the election, and it's going to be an uprising probably. It's unbelievable. It's fucked up. Lethal force. How the hell did I not know the word force? It's like, what, 5 letters or something? I mean, what the hell, man? I'm getting old. I couldn't come up with that word. Lethal force. They were okaying it. Yeah, I'm getting old. What's this? Yep. USA citizens with local law enforcement. Yeah. If something breaks out, then they can also go in, right? And they'll set up a house. There'll be migrants in there that are causing problems, and all it'll be is a setup, because they'll say the whole street needs to be cleared out, and they might have wanted to get somebody else's guns on that street and get them out of that house, but they'll use the migrants that they're throwing into these different neighborhoods as, we got to get them all out and sweep you off the street as well and go through your stuff. Like right now, these FEMA that are down in North Carolina, and they don't want anybody to go back in there and try to help out. I'm having to wonder if they're trying to round up guns and shit from empty houses and going around and hunting that shit down. They probably send a National Guard in there. They want to get as many guns out of here as possible before the tyranny starts. I mean, it's already started, but I think they're going to pull some bullshit real soon. Yeah, brain fart, yep. The irony is, yeah, the lithium, and exactly. Yep. Yeah, it's off the hook. You know what? That's a really strong, good point there, Mixed Media Girl. I didn't think of that. That's good. You're right. They don't want us docile, even though they're putting lithium in the water and everything else to mellow us out. They also need us wound up, though we're killing each other. So they'll probably switch off on the medications that are dropping in the water, or the poisons, I should say. Yep. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yep. But you know what? But then they want to say how they're all inclusive. Except for if you're white, they ain't got no time for you. If you're Christian, they don't have any time for you. You know what I mean? They're all inclusive, though. But, 70% of the of America is probably white, and you're just tossing them aside with that, not any kind of you know fairness. So it is what it is. Saying how the justice system isn't just, never has been, but you know what? It's not just for everybody too. Wait a minute, we will. Exactly. Yep. I'm not fighting that war. It's sad reality. Europeans need to unite. So, yep. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly right. Medications, right? What was I just about to say? Yeah, over in Europe, they're further along in this whole agenda. They're breaking down Europe pretty quick, and people are trying to stand up and fight back. But here's the deal: the difference between Europe and America, we still have our guns. You know what I mean? They're trying like hell to not have to come at us while we're still armed, but they're going to come at us. But meanwhile, they're taking down the rest of the world little by little. Yep. Yeah, exactly. You know what? It's almost to that point. We don't have enough protection at our own home front. We're putting millions upon billions of dollars over to Ukraine, and what are we getting back for it? You know, there's nothing good coming out of that. Two sides are murdering the shit out of each other over probably lithium again. There's lithium in the ground over there, and other rare earth minerals. That's the real fight. Same reason the Russians and we were over in Afghanistan. All the mineral wealth that's in the mountains over there. Yeah, that's the truth, Rooster. And you're right too there, Mixed Media Girl. It's time to educate yourself on anything you don't know as quick as you can. Maybe start checking out channels on YouTube for different things that you get, hacks or whatever that you can do if we get pushed out into the elements during winter time. You don't know what's going to happen going forward, but you better be prepared to, survive. I mean, most people are already checking into that stuff that are, preppers or just even aware of what's going on. Yep. That's exactly what they're trying to do. They want to draft. And after they get the draft going and they remove the youth from over here and civil war break out, and then outside forces, it's a Trojan horse. They're setting us up. They're getting us at the weakest possible moment, First thing they did was almost like the Anaconda Plan during the Civil War when we cut off the South, basically stopping the supplies. Ports went down. The ports were down for a little while. They're going to keep trying to do shit like that to make everything less, there's less supplies here. And then they're going to wait and cause tension where we're all fighting among ourselves. And between that, it'll bust out possibly into civil war. And then meanwhile, they drafting people out of the country and send them to die in another land. And then in will come the Russians and the Chinese and probably take us down. United we stand, divided we fall. Exactly, Rooster. I wish I was, making this shit up, or I was delusional, but this is really going to happen. But people, they'll be rolling through, looking at the channel for a minute, and they think this guy's flipped his lid. No, I'm just got some discernment going on. I see what the hell's happening, and I'm adding the numbers up. I'm wise enough from being on this planet long enough to learn all their dirty tricks and what kind of shit they've been pulling on us for generations. You got to pay attention in this world. Exactly. Yep. Thanks for your service. You know? Exactly. There's going to be what forced mass migration back to the lands these invaders came from. They will fight with. Yep. Yep. Yeah, man, that's. Yep. I just heard that Biden's saying no more help towards Israel right now. Thing that happened the other day is Hezbollah was firing. Well, they did this a couple months, firing 10,000 rockets into Israel, and all of a sudden Israel's the bad guy because they want to try to defend themselves in that situation. I don't know. Who wants to stand there and be a punching bag? Yeah. So, no, granted, now I'm sure Israel's done some screwed up shit too. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying you can't fault somebody because right now Israel is a burdensome stone, just like the Bible says. Everybody's going to turn on them, and even America's going to turn their back when Israel needs help. It's biblical. It's right there. And it's a damn mess. The world's going down in flames. Let me see if I can bring up that Richie from Boston video that showed that. I don't know if you guys had just hopped on here. I started off this live stream talking about something crashed at 4 o'clock in the morning in D.C. I guess near the, what do you call that, freeway area? Or there's a turnaround. Somewhere in that vicinity, something big crashed. And then something else crashed in North Carolina, and something else in Indiana is what was reported, or people had said. Now, I haven't heard much more about this, but the thing is that our government's not letting anything leak out anyway. I have a sneaking suspicion they were kind of pushing towards like a UFO type of deal. How do you know it isn't Russia down by Cuba firing cruise missiles out of their subs with dummy warheads or no warhead in there just to scare the shit out of us or give us a message, basically. You know, we don't. And they're not going to tell us, but something evidently crashed. And then there was something that looked like possibly an interceptor jet or something flying around in the sky. They caught that on film. Let me see if I can find it. So maybe they're up there making sure nothing else was incoming. Something happened more than what they're telling us. And you can't really hardly find it. I've only found it three or four different, it's not on mainstream media. I don't think they're saying anything about it, but it's popped around the internet. So, yeah, you could say it's fake news, but maybe not. Let me see if I can find this thing. Wait a minute. Richie from Boston fan page. This might be it. Yeah, here you go.
Richie from Boston fan page.
I don't know if I can play much of this, but because of copyright, so I'll just try to go to that point where they show about the video of something flying over.
Helicopter that was flying over the vicinity of Washington, D.C. as well, making a few circles as if it was tracking something. Before we do get into another individual's video who also experienced something today.
I probably can't play more than that, because of copyright shit, but let me see if I can find one more little clip here. If you guys want to look this up, look up Richie from Boston and its fan page. Hang on.
Also know that there was
Let me see. They had a picture of this thing flying around. I don't know where it's at. Maybe this is it.
Feel exhausted? I'm wide awake.
I can't find it, but check it out. It was a video, I guess a few seconds long, of something was flying around up there. Could have been a jet, a fighter jet trying to intercept something. Now, they're pushing I've heard people saying, it's Project Bluebeam, they're trying to fool us and everything, and maybe, who's that up there? Let me see, somebody, here. How you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. You're right. How you doing, brother? I'm just talking about local news and things around the world that are going on right now. Wait a minute. Yeah. The deal is they need major distraction. There's a lot of stuff going down. Let me take my jacket off. It's freaking getting hot in here. Oh, man. Getting hot as shit in here. Sitting here for a minute, turn my car back on, get some air conditioning going. That's better. Yeah, they're going to continue to lie to us. That's what they do. That's what they're about. And it'll be too late when we finally know the truth half the time. You know? God damn, dude. Yeah, just... Did you say something, or you just got booted out? That happened to me on a live stream last night. I forget where it was. I might have been over Mass Ones, or somebody's live stream, and next thing I know, I got booted out of there, and I don't even know what I said. It's crazy. Damn. I wonder, is that possible that's just happening, or are they, you think they're messing with people? That's weird. That's crazy. I've seen weird shit like that happen with YouTube. You're looking at a video, all of a sudden it'll jump to another video, like it didn't want you to see anymore. Cool, you got it then. That's cool. Is that it just, did you take that down, Rooster? Because I was just about to press that and it went off. I saw the video. I just wanted to show everybody else. It's crazy. Okay, cool. I got you. All right. Yeah. Right. The problem is, you know what? If you're going to go off grid and okay, I see what you got down there. Should I hit it? I'll check it out. Wait a minute. Yeah, I just looked at it briefly. That's it. That's what I was talking about. Could you hear that when I was playing it? It seemed to take me out of the live stream to do that. I had to come back in. But, yeah, that's crazy shit, dude. Okay. Check out Rooster's got a link up there. He had one up there if you need to look at it. Yeah, exactly. Now, if somebody else clicks on it, it won't, because the live stream's out of my thing. They could probably go up there and watch it, I guess. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I don't think we're going to get to elections without something really major going on. Yeah, check it out later. Just remember about it and look at it later. Anyway, like I was saying, you're going off grid. This is the thing. We're getting so used to our cell phones and all the modern conveniences. You're literally going to have to throw that shit the hell away, because they'll zone in and track everybody down. And they got all kinds of information on us. They should be able to find us relatively quickly, because humans are creatures of pattern. We'll keep doing and going to the same type of places, and they'll be able to figure out where you're hiding almost. You would literally have to be like an Indian and take a different trail home every day. You'd have to change everything that you'd normally do and do it radically different to get away from these people that'd be stalking and hawking us. That's what I believe. Yeah, you'll have to get rid of everything, man. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that you're right. Checking second video down. Thank you, Rooster. I appreciate that, brother. Are you saying you're lost? You don't know, or oh, okay. Yeah, it's lost in the woods. Yeah, yep. Yeah, man. The only thing that's going to help you now, you're going to have to call on supernatural help. Call out to God, because I don't think we can do this on our own, you know? The shit that's coming at us soon is, they got all kinds of technology, yet God's liable to give you that one stone that'll take down the giant, like, what's his name, David and Goliath. He'll give you that one primitive thing that they never thought of, that may save your ass in times of need. That's the only way to survive this, is leaning hard on God. That's the only way out. In my opinion, that's what's getting left for us. We don't have the technology to fight these people, you know? Yeah, Richie from Boston, Yeah, he does. His original channel was called RFB, and they booted him off for telling too much truth, but they let him back on. I'm glad they did. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, man. You'll basically be living like Josie Wales in the movie. They were bushwhackers, you know. They went out. That's the only way you'll be able to survive and stay in front of these guys, is, you know, just outsmarting them by doing whatever you got to do, I guess. I don't even know how to. Exactly, though. God is the only way. But during the Civil War, the first Civil War, now we're heading for possibly a second one. That's how, when the South quit fighting and you know, surrendered, there was quite a few guys. What was it? Colonel or General Shelby went down to the border of Mexico, and they were trying to still fight. And Jesse James and all these guys that rode with Bloody Bill Anderson and what's the other guy's name? Quantrill. They were robbing banks and doing whatever they could to keep fighting, basically. And that's what we're left with, having to do whatever it takes to survive, probably in the long run. It's a shame. Just want to live in peace, and these assholes are encroaching on our lives. It's crazy. Then do what you feel you need to do. And also, again, you got to lean on God. Here I am talking about things that we're going to have to do. And all I have to say is we got to lean on God. That's basically covers everything in a nutshell. Because God will give you, you know, discernment, and He'll put the thoughts in your head of how to get out of tight squeezes. You know, it's beyond us. We don't have the technology to stand up to these tyrants. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. Because this is a doomed planet. This isn't. This isn't the important thing. Your soul is the important thing, Rooster. You're right. Each and every one of us is responsible for it, and we got to save it through God by, turning to Him. Yeah. Yep. You just have to keep a low profile. Again, you know what? Eventually, they're going to come and find all the people that are hiding out. But you'll probably might outlast a lot of people. Maybe you make it to the end when all this is over with, because there's a remnant that survives to see Jesus come back. According to the Bible, I'm thinking that most of us are probably going to go through some tough times. It's hard to believe we're sitting here talking about end times, and you go back about 3 years, 4 years, right before COVID happened. It's like we're in a whole different world now. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, dude. A little bit of pure gold, you're right. Well, put it this way, Rooster. People lived without that shit back in the day. I mean, you go back to primitive times, they managed to survive. It's just a matter of getting used to having to get rid of all of our technology. I was thinking that today. As much as we're talking on the phones and we're doing those live streams, there's going to be a time very soon they're going to kill the internet. And we're all going to feel isolated for a while. Now, is it possible that even in that time, the Holy Spirit's supposed to leave? The restrainer leaves near the end there at one point or another. What I'm saying, maybe once we lose our phones and all this stuff, maybe God's going to bless us with the ability almost to know what someone else is thinking. Because right now, our telephones train in our minds and vice versa. It's almost a form of mind control, but maybe it's going to work against them. Maybe God's going to give us a little extra something from using this technology. Maybe it's going to turn it all around, that we will actually be able to do something with our minds that was unexpected. I can only hope. Yep. You never know. That's a possibility. Yeah, you're right. We are. Well, God knows who we are, Rooster, and He ain't going to abandon us as long as we keep calling out to Him. The thing is, the enemy wants us without hope. You know what? Think about it. Think about this. David, went onto the battlefield. He was laughed at by everybody. He was the smallest guy they had, and he went out to fight the biggest giant on the other side. And he went into the creek bed and found 5 rocks. He took that giant down. We might all have our own David and Goliath moment, but know that God will be there to see us through. Yep. Exactly, Rooster. I feel something good comes out of these things. You know, the other night I said, man, it's like the Holy Spirit was in our chat. We were actually preparing, and we might not have, we thought we were just having a chat, but in reality, God knows what was up, and he might be giving us ideas. We're bouncing stuff off of each other. It's coming from above, man, and he's loading our mind up with ways to be able to deal with this, I have to believe, and our spirit. Yeah. You're right. You never know, though. We might all meet in the afterlife. When all this is done, we might all be gathered together. You know? You never know. Yep, there's a lot of major problems in America. Have any of you guys seen the Northern Lights? Supposedly, this whole last week or something, they were seeing the Northern Lights across America in different spots, which normally didn't get it. That's HAARP. They're turning HAARP on again because they've been manipulating these storms. It's no coincidence that they're both happening roughly the same time, you know? It's also no coincidence that the chemical plant down in Georgia burned down or blew up with the big chlorine gas cloud. I can't remember. Was it Connors or something? I can't remember the name of the area. It was about a week or so. It was literally a day before or day after. I guess it was a couple days after the storm went through there. I think they wanted to time that so it took that poison gas cloud in the hurricane winds and spread it further. They could take more land that way, push off it. But anyway, they're telling people, by the way, to hunker down there. It's been 3 weeks or something since that, or 2 weeks at least, that chemical leak happened, and they're saying shelter in place. First off, you don't shelter in place in a situation like that. You get the hell out of there. You're talking poisonous gas in the area, and it's like the other thing with the, this was chlorine. The other one was, what was it? It was something by the refineries. I think it was in Houston. Same type of deal, and they're telling them to stay put and hunker down, and that was the worst thing you could do. You actually need self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, scuba, not air filter, not, what do you call it? Respirators wouldn't be any good for that chemical. They were saying it still could mess you up big time. And also, it's heavier than normal air, so it would be coming down out of the cloud, that's billowing out of the smoke and everything. It would be hanging over you, and you'd be just stuck in there. You know what I'm saying? In a cloud of it. It wasn't rising. It was just hanging out. Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think they wanted that to go off to make it worse. Same thing with the Palestine train, the East Palestine train that derailed a while back. It was pretty bad to spill, but okay, let's make it worse. We'll light it on fire. You see what I'm saying? They're purposely just sabotaging the shit out of everything. It's like the other day with the helicopter blowing the supplies everywhere. It was on a parking lot, pallets of supplies for the search and rescue situation over in North Carolina. And like a black helicopter come over. It was unmarked, but people are saying it was the National Guard. And it air washed her. It knocked everything all over the place. It was like they did it intentional. Meanwhile, when that was going on, there was 2 black SUVs riding around in that parking lot and took off right about the time the helicopter was showing up. So something was going on there. Yeah, Mike Decker. Exactly. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've been looking out there. Also, there's 2 moons. I guess, do you guys know about that right now? There is like an asteroid caught in the gravitational pull of the moon, supposedly. And basically, it's circling around our planet, I think, and around the moon for, I think, 50 days or something, they said, some odd number. And eventually, it's going to get thrown back out into the solar system. I don't believe that. You know what I think is going to happen? I think that's God has an angel up there. There's talk about a burning censer in Revelation. Censer is a big ball, gold metal ball. Monks put incense in. It's swinging on a chain, and it, spread out in church or whatnot. Well, they talk about an angel having one of them and swinging around, throwing it into the ocean. And then I believe that's where they talk about wormwood, which translates, by the way, in Russian as Chernobyl is wormwood, which is awful weird because there's radiation in there. What I'm saying is, I think in the spiritual world, there's an angel up there possibly taking care of that moon thing right now. He's going to throw it right into our ocean, fulfilling some prophecy. Maybe, maybe not. What's YouTube doing now? Okay, let's see. We have been teaching our kids guns and survival and animals and gardening and making sure that the kids are being taught about the scriptures. Yeah, because there's things in there. Bible means, basic instructions before leaving Earth. Bible, the word Bible, that's what someone said, and that's pretty much a good way of looking at it. Okay. Yeah, you know what? YouTube's doing a lot of crazy shit. My view counts are going all over the place and going up and coming back down, and all kind of weird things have been happening. What's it say? He only leaves you. Logic 301X. 301. Yes, thank you. That's exactly right. That's what I was trying to say. But I'm old, dude. You got to forgive me. My brain was slipping and sliding there for a moment. Yep, basic instructions before leaving Earth. Yeah. It's a tool left by God for us to use. And I'll be honest, I should read it more myself. I'm trying to. But you get caught up in the shit that's going on in the world, and it feels like you don't have any time for much of anything. But it's a matter of prioritizing. You can either live for the word, or live for the world, or live for the word, Live for the Bible, or what it's telling you. Live for God, basically. I don't know. Wait a minute. Thanks, Mixed Media Girl. Appreciate you coming in. You always have a lot of good input. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, they did. Here's another thing about the apostles. They did suffer incredible amounts of stuff at the end. I think God gave them incredible amounts of courage, and that's why they were capable of enduring the things. So don't be afraid. I think God will make it so we can each handle what's coming. You ever hear that saying, God won't give you anything that you can't handle? And I'll tell you, sometimes it feels like I'm overwhelmed, but I believe that he knows what he's doing because God is in control. You know what? Let me see what I got for battery. Oh, wow. I better plug this thing in. Good thing I checked. It's pretty damn low again. Hang on. Okay, now we're charging again. Let me see. Wonder how far now. Hey, I was down to 1% of the battery, so it's charging right now. If I go offline here, I'm going to set up the other live stream again, and that's Legends and Tales of Josie Wales. You can jump over to that channel, but give it a couple minutes. It should have enough charge on it. Let me see, just in case. Yeah, I got some charge on it, not a whole ton. 33%. That'll last a while. So if it goes down, if the live stream goes down, in a couple minutes, jump over to Legends and Tales of Josie Wales. I'll have that up and running. I think that's the one. Yep. Yeah, we were at 1%. Let me see. Okay, it's charging. That's cool. It's up to 2%, so it's going the right way. The other day I was doing it, charging it was down to like 1 or 2%, and I didn't realize it wasn't plugged all the way in. Yep. Yeah, I agree with that, Rooster. You know what? That's a good way of looking at it. A little bit of the pure gold. You know what? If everything was easy in life, we'd probably be bored out of our minds. And it might seem great for a while, but there's probably a downside to that. It would no longer seem, it would seem very mundane if you were just blessed continuously. So the trials and tribulations in your life are probably necessary for spiritual growth and just growth in general as a person even. As crazy as that sounds, basically we need some rough stuff. It's like exercise. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of work out to, stay fit. Same thing spiritually, I guess, too. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Throw me a 5x5, Tammy or somebody. Because it looks... there you go. All right, cool. Good deal. Good deal. Yep. Yeah. He wants us to call out. You know, the funny thing is, I'm stubborn. I am damn stubborn. And it seems like I got to keep getting beat up by life till I can finally surrender and say, okay, it's in your hands. Because I'm trying to fight my battles all by myself. And that's like, doesn't make any sense. It's like you're going to out and throw a rock at a tank, or you can get into a tank of your own and fight back, or you know what I mean? You got to lean on God. And I got to remember that for myself too. Let's see what we got here. Yep, still charging. We're at 3%. That's cool. Yep, I get another thing too is human beings aren't very patient. We want things, and it's getting worse because we live in a microwave society where everything's got to be now. Give me it now. I want to do it now. It's never like kick back and chill time. It's always work at high velocity. You got to keep doing and what's trending and what's this and what. We need to slow down as people and smell the roses, as the old saying goes, and relax a little more. But this world's getting more and more stressful. Technology and everything's moving at a faster pace. But in reality, we'd be far better off if we could just kick back every now and then and chill. Let go and let God, you know? I think that's a lot of what's wrong with the world. Nobody can seem to really get any true relaxation. There's always internal shit going on from outside sources in the world. Spiritual attack, basically. And if you ain't wearing the full armor of God, they're gonna be battering the guard. They're gonna be coming at you with everything they got. Because the devil knows his time's short, and he's trying to take somebody with him as he gets thrown into the abyss. Don't let it be you. See how long. Yeah, this live stream's almost 2 hours old. That's pretty decent. There was a week I was rolling on for, like, every damn live stream was almost 3 hours long for like a week straight. It was amazing. By the end of it, though, I could barely talk by the end of the week. But I think, like I said, it feels sometimes like the Holy Spirit is here, Exactly. Congratulations on your upcoming baby. Yeah, I keep hanging on thinking, okay, what should I do next? It's like you're trying to time things because basically we're coming to the end of time here, or end of this world, or whatever end times we'll call it. And right now I'm without a job. I got a part-time gig going. Okay, cool. And I'm trying to hang on because I don't want to have to go get stuck somewhere along the line here where my lease, I don't know if I can keep covering, the rent went up, and I'm fighting to stay in front of it. I might be out of this month. Then I got to get hours next month. I got to get working again. And being that I'm 60, I'm finding it harder than it was before. Even though I got a lot of experience, it's getting harder to get hired. You know what I'm saying? They're going for younger people, and now they're going to be going for migrants that are coming in here because they'll work for nothing. And then AI will take our jobs. It's crazy. Do you guys, any of you guys, I was about to ask you what time it is. I'm on the East Coast. I see it, I forgot it was on the dashboard there, 9:30. I think I started about 7:45. Well, I'll tell you what, I appreciate all you guys coming on here tonight. It's fun to talk to everybody. I mean, it's also comforting. We're all in the same boat. Yeah, Rooster, you're right. You're talking about employment-wise, correct? But, for years I've been working as a chef. It's hard when you're hitting 60 all of a sudden, and you got to try to, think outside the box. Shit, I've been living in that box. It's hard to change now, You're right. See how quick I forget, because I'm human. I'm slipping back into, thinking with the physical mind, not the spiritual mind. Living in the world. I got to keep my mind on higher things. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right, Rooster. Just something different. And you know what? That would probably be good for me, too, because after so many years, you kind of get burned out, you could be great at your job, but if they want to bring in younger people and undercut you, have you train them and then basically hand them your job, that is demoralizing as hell. That's not good for anybody's psyche to have to go through that, because they'll mess with you till they want you to quit, usually. And that's what they were doing to me, and I wouldn't quit. So they finally fired me, and now I think I'm going to be getting my unemployment because they actually, after I left, they knew I was thinking about suing them. It's a long story, but I think they didn't contest it because they left me a message on my phone. They said they had to talk to human resources about the situation. And I go home and I got a call saying that they were going to let me go and they weren't going to contest the unemployment. So they knew what I was saying, though, the things I was saying. I had a whole phone full of pictures of shit that was wrong at work. They knew I was going to battle like hell for it. Yeah, I think it's already in the process because I called them today and it said, and it's because of the holiday, it said my first check should be rolling in. It said that it wasn't processed yet. So that means that I got it. And just the way that they're talking, it's different. But that's the thing with unemployment. You're full of fear. You're like, what if they say no or something? You know, it's hard to go. You got to go a few weeks before you get any kind of pay out of them. Yep. It's exactly what's going on. They're replacing us. Oh, yeah, exactly. And all these kids who think that's the greatest thing in the world. You know what? They'll sit on their couch and get a check from the government. And what's happening is they're going to get lazier and unable to survive. They'll literally play into the the hands of these people by embracing that lifestyle right before everything else gets extremely tough for you. Like if you have to go live out in the wild and catch your own food and build shelters and shit, these kids are going to be so soft they won't be able to do it on, they'll just die. Yeah, you're right. It won't be. It'll barely, what it'll do in the beginning, it'll look like something for a minute, and then you'll realize you can't, and the rents are going up, right? You won't be able to live where you're at. But don't worry, because Big Daddy government's going to have a place for you to stay. It's called a FEMA camp, What's that razor wire around it for? I don't know. Just don't touch that fence. It's electrical. You know what I'm saying? You'll be in a prison before you can say Jackie Robinson. And that's all it is. FEMA camps, they're no good. You know? Yeah. Bugs and forgetting about them. That's exactly what they want. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Well, that's who your boss is now. And not only that, but your other coworkers barely will be able to speak English too because they're bringing them in from other countries. And you know what? I don't feel any hatred towards anybody that's coming in here for the most part if they're trying to better their lives. Because if we were in their shoes, we might be doing the same thing. But I'm mad as hell at the elites that are pushing this. They're the ones we gotta realize they're the problem. They want us killing each other off. You know what I'm saying? I say you go after the head of the snake. That's the part that's biting you. You don't cut the tail off. You don't worry about the little guys. You go right to the fucking source. That's the whole deal. All these Bill Gates characters and shit, they're the ones, that's where the trouble's coming from. These people are suggesting that we eat bugs and we got to get rid of cattle all of a sudden and other types of food. It's ridiculous. Meanwhile, they're eating steak and whatever they want, flying around in their private airplanes all over the world like Al Gore. Yep. I think when each one of us faces that moment near the end, God's going to give us incredible amounts of courage to do whatever we have to do. I don't think he's going to forsake us then. It'll be like William Wallace in Braveheart. But I'll tell you what, man, it is kind of scary thinking what's coming around the corner at us. That's why we got to lean on God. I'm almost up to 2 hours here. I might cut it off pretty soon. Yeah, I'm up to a couple more minutes. It's 2 hours. I think I'm going to end the live stream then. Wait a few more moments. A couple more minutes. Exactly. Yeah, let them eat cake. Cattle. Yep. You kidding? They think of us as their cattle. You know? And if you look at it, they're treating us like cattle. They want to vaccinate you, keep you in your 15-minute pen, your 15-minute cities, feed you stuff you wouldn't eat, you know. It's crazy. They basically want to own us and treat us like we belong to them. Chattel, exactly, which is awful close to the word cattle. Yep. You know, I don't know if you guys ever heard about sovereign citizens and all that stuff. And what did they call it? Like maritime law and all these different patriot movements, things that people were trying to get themselves out of being locked into the whole system that we're in. And you know what? People aren't even going to be able to get out of this other system that's coming down the road, the beast system, short of just not taking the damn mark. And that's going to be a pain in the ass having to. We're all going to be outcasts at that moment, but I don't give a shit. Yeah. There you go. You know what? It's no one has a higher calling over your body than you. They don't have the right to come and demand that they're going to poke you with a needle full of some kind of rat poison shit. That's up to you. If you want to take that, that's okay, fine and dandy. But nobody has the right to do that shit, and yet they think they do. Yeah. Yep. Yep, it's going to get brutal. But you know what, though, Tammy? As much as I feel the same way, what you're saying there, I think God wants us to be able to still follow in his footsteps. There will probably be a time when we have to fight, but it seems to me like I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just, you're told to turn the other cheek, and we're getting our cheeks slapped to oblivion here. They're knocking our teeth out of our mouth just about. We're getting slapped so much. How many times can you turn the cheek, you know? You're right. You're right. Yep. Exactly. Those horns didn't take down Jericho's wall. God did. God gave them the wisdom to march around that thing and showed them how to do it by, discernment or whatever. Put that in their mind, and it worked. Like I was saying, Ark of the Covenant. Yeah. You're right, little bit of pure gold. Yeah. Are you having trouble? Is YouTube like spelling different words? I noticed that not just with you, but they were doing that to me the other night. I start writing something and it's just spell check or something's going haywire, and I have to go back and change the whole sentence sometimes. I think it's them messing with us. YouTube. Maybe it's occasionally it's just an error, but I think they do everything under the sun to mess with people who are talking about things that they don't want you to talk about at times. I've seen the audio go bad on so many things and everything else. Yeah. Yep. But if you look at the science of that, they took it down. God took it down, but he used maybe scientific means, the vibration of the thousands of soldiers marching around that. Maybe that was on a fault line or some crazy thing. If you have soldiers marching across a bridge, they stagger step it, supposedly. Like if you have thousands of people marching across a bridge, I think during the Civil War, this is one of the things, because it literally, if the bridge has any kind of structural damage, it could take down the whole bridge, the rhythmic march. That's what I heard. Yep, exactly. God is using us. He's got a purpose for each and every one of us. Just because we don't really know what that is, doesn't mean that we should just not even think it's real. We're all going to be involved in this one way or another in our lives and just in general. Things are going to happen and we're going to be in the thick of the fight one way or another. Spiritually, physically. Yeah, I know. I don't think that's accident. Occasionally you can misspell something, but it happens too frequent. I was at a live stream the other day and it kept doing that to me. It's annoying as hell. And then you feel like an idiot. You look up there and you're like, wait a minute, that's not what I meant to write. And you got to go correct it. It's just a pain in the ass. And you know what? You have to wonder, with all the shit, maybe it's not necessarily an algorithm, just an algorithm. Maybe it's not even Google employees. Maybe it's demonic forces as well, supernatural. Yep. You know what I'm saying? There's been times, for instance, I set up a live stream and all the fucking things are changed on it sometimes. It pisses me off. I have to go back in and correct the damn thing. Or, what's this? Pick up your sword of truth and put on your armor. That's the truth. Yeah, we're probably under attack more than we even know. God's probably blocked a few things that were coming our way we ain't even aware of. But, as you go along in your life, you start to see different things that happen. And that's where your guardian angels come in. God's got a whole legion of angels protecting us that we don't even see. We're allowed to go about our lives without seeing the warfare going all around us. That's I believe. Yeah. It would probably be overwhelming to us if we even saw half the shit that was going on around us in the spirit realm. You'd probably be frozen with fear. As a matter of fact, it says in Revelation that men's hearts will fail from fear when they see stuff coming onto the earth, and basically probably coming through the veil. The reality that we've been living in, it's got a big old rip in it. And that whole CERN thing, if you guys know about that, I know you do, Tammy, they're trying to purposely punch a hole through our reality to let the whole thing go down. Amen to that. Yep. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this live stream. I appreciate everybody that came on here. Little bit of pure gold. If you haven't, I think I saw you on here before. Could you subscribe to both my channels? It was good talking to you, and thank you guys. Hit me with a thumbs up if you can. It looks like you guys already did. I appreciate all you guys, and you guys have a great, safe night. See you later.